I've got the brand new Nikon Z6 III, and we've got our model. She's gone. But yes, exciting stuff. It's been a few years since the Z6 II. I think that was during lockdown. I think it was 2020. Is that right?
Yeah, 2020, 2019.
The Z6, original Z6 was, wow, way back, wasn't it? But they finally got the Z6 III. And it looks the same, but so much different. How? Let's show you now. I couldn't make it to Nikon's press event in London. However, for this video, I have managed to borrow the Z6 III for 2 hours to take a look at the 5 key additions to the Z6 III that might make this one to watch out for. The big thing is that it's got a sort of, what do they call it? They said it's partial stacked. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's not quite a stack sensor, it's partial stacked. That's the first I've heard of it, and I think that's because it's the first.
It's the first thing.
So essentially, the middle bit is normal backside illuminated, and then it's sandwiched by stackedness, right?
Like the top bit, like that here, the top bit is stacked.
Yeah.
Lower bit is stacked. Oh, by the way, I'm shooting with one as well.
Let me stop photographing you because we've got somebody better looking than you lot. Stacked sensors. A key benefit is that it processes data faster. They're mostly seen in pricier full-frame cameras. It's a move that enables some high-speed performance benefits in a more affordable full-frame camera. They've just bumped it up. They've kind of made it everything faster readout with the partial stacked. It won't be as fast as the Z8, Z9, but it just makes the Z6, which got enough megapixels, but it's more affordable full frame. But they're giving it with extra power now. In terms of burst rate, it can go all the way up to 120 frames per second. That's JPEG DX though, but still, that's quite impressive, isn't it? Well, let's give that a try. Maybe not as fast a readout speed as the flagships, but it does manage to match them with some features. That is at 10 megapixels, 1 megapixel less than the Z8 and Z9. But these impressive burst rates are a huge step up for full frame cameras in this price bracket. But if you want to go full frame, 60 frames per second?
Yeah.
That really gives you full frame, 60 frames per second. That's quite a bit. JPEG only still. And if you want to do RAW, I think it's 14 frames per second.
That is mechanical
shutter, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do 20 frames per second RAW with electronic shutter.
Yeah.
So, not bad. Okay, one more. There we go. Okay, thank you.
1 second pre-capture.
1 second pre-capture, that's the same as the Z8, Z9, I think, isn't it? 1 second? Let's just put that, let's there we go. I'll look like I'm in a horror movie. Okay, right, ready. Another thing that feels good is the focus. It tracks the subject moving towards the camera so well. Focus is good.
It is.
Even when it comes to close-up stuff, when the subject has come towards you, this is 60 frames per second as well. And every shot looks really, really good. Well, one of the biggies, one of the big changes with the Z6 III is that now it's got a 3D autofocusing, etc., which Nikon is famed for. That's what we know and love about Nikon.
They did have that on Z8, Z9, but not the last Z6 Mark II. I mean, when they were announced Z6 and Z7, it was a little bit of surprise that no 3D tracking.
The original Z6, I said that I wish I had the 3D tracking.
I was thinking maybe it's no needed, it's different technology.
Yeah.
But turns out it still do help.
Well, the ZF has 3D tracking too, but it's impressive how it's applied in this camera. The part stack sensor helps the Z6 III do all of the autofocusing calculations in a way that is more like the Z8 or Z9 than the ZF.
And of course, on human recognition, it still works from this far away. It still recognizes car's head from here. This is not supposed to go on like this. It's going to be vignetting. That's cool, that adds to the style. Okay,
whenever you're ready.
The subject tracking seemed to work well, but as Locke has done some basketball stuff at the event, I wanted to do the same and compare notes, or something. Oh, basically I just want to have a laugh watching Locke play basketball. Oh, and yes, also subject tracking. Testing that out too.
Now, you know, I missed the event. I missed the basketball. That's all right. We've got a pro basketball here. Look at this. He's dressed for the job.
It doesn't matter. It's a skill.
It's exactly. Let's see what it's all about. Let's see your skills.
Yeah.
Let's get. The net's over there.
You know, I was thinking you were going to take photos.
No.
So that I doesn't have to be good. It's just a still shot of me like, ooh.
No, I want to see. I want to get this on video. I want to get this on video in 6K. Here we go. Oh yes.
I mean, at the old days, people dressed up something like this for sport anyway. There's no sportswear.
What kind of sport? Flashing. Look at this. Oh wow. He's picking up some speed there.
Hang on.
You see this all the time on the NBA courts. Yeah, dunk it.
Well, we're testing autofocus. It doesn't have to be like.
No, but it'll look good. You dunk it. Try and dunk it.
Oh.
Okay, go for one of those instead then. That's nice. Maybe we can actually try and get it through the net. Yes.
You only need the first half of the throw.
Yeah.
Cut it after it leaves my hand. That's fine.
I think a lot of things will have to be cut. He's got some moves actually. Yeah. Wow, that was close.
Oh.
We can fake it, Locke. We can fake it. I'll cut to a bit where the ball goes. Maybe a stock video.
Stop video.
Some
AI.
Yeah. Yes!
Oh!
Well done, Locke, well done! You couldn't outdo the Z6 III autofocus for video, but at least you netted one. That's better than what these guys did, couldn't even be bothered. Oh yeah, and the subject tracking's good, isn't it?
Just showing you how far the face recognition works. That far. And then eye focusing. It's really far away.
Really?
It works really far away.
Face?
Yeah. Even the head, the back of your head.
So 24.5 megapixels, which is just fine, just enough for still stuff.
That is one area that differs quite considerably from the Z8 and Z9. The Z6 III has around 20 megapixels less. 24 megapixels is just fine for stills though, but if there's one camera from Nikon that will make a great vlogging or social media cam, it's this one.
This is actually new. It's new for the Z6 III. It's got a vloggy, selfie, tilty, flippy screen. I'm not too sure about that.
Well, it's more hybrid.
Yeah, but because when I'm taking photos like this, I kind of want to tilt it like this. This is just mainly for video use.
Yeah.
Although I complain about the screen when I'm taking photos, I admit the tilty flippy screen makes a lot of sense these days.
But anyway, I think the viewfinder is actually better.
Much better.
It's better than the Z8 and Z9.
It's almost an HDR viewfinder. And it got P3 color space. Just like your iMac and a MacBook.
I mean, the focus is also, I think, sensitive down to -10 EV, which obviously on a day like this, I can show you the benefits of that.
It might be worth noting that the ZF is also sensitive down to -10 EV, or maybe it's not worth noting at all. Whatever.
But the viewfinder is really nice. That like even when I'm shooting video now, compared to the LCD screen and the viewfinder is just different color than the LCD, because the LCD is limited to the whatever RGB color space. The viewfinder got maximum 4000 nits, so it's brighter than a lot of computer screen. And the color space, it's just the LCD screen here is so washed out, but when I look into the viewfinder, it is vibrant, much closer to what you can actually get.
Right, let me take, oh, there's 6K 50.
Yeah,
FX.
full frame.
Wow, I'm checking out all the different video options. So it takes NRAW, hang on, video type, NRAW, ProRes RAW. So the big thing with the GH7 recently is that
Yeah.
it takes ProRes RAW internal, and it's like, okay, it's got a smaller sensor, but it takes ProRes RAW, full frame sensor. And they own red. This is crazy.
One thing great about shooting ProRes RAW is that you can use lower ISO. Now I'm shooting N-log,
Yeah.
and I have to use ISO 800. I'm shooting normal H.265.
See, when we talk about stabilization of Panasonic, I think Nikon stabilization is pretty good as well.
Well, stabilization is decent. I mean, still not as good as Panasonic, but it's very good.
I mean, for full frame especially.
And that pretty much brings us to the end of my very short time with the Z6 III. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect with this third iteration of the Z6. I felt like the Z6 II didn't bring many exciting new additions to a camera made for the enthusiasts. Although, if we're listing down all of the key improvements of the 3 on paper, well, all I need is a post-it note really. The great thing is that the Z6 III is not so far off the flagship cameras. I wish I had more time with it to check out things like rolling shutter and buffer depths. I'm sure some American YouTubers will have had more time with the camera, so check them out. But from my time with the camera, it feels sharp. It feels like a great all-rounder, and this might be the camera to get people excited about the potential future of Nikon.
I think Nikon's one to watch out for. They bought red. Are they doing anything with red?
Many things.
Oh!
Many things.
Oh my god. Okay. It's exciting for Nikon. I think the trouble with Nikon is that for a while they've been seen as a slightly older brand, just because they're a brand steeped in history and tradition. But I think, especially with this, they're showing that they're one to watch out for. It's not just the Z8, Z9, which is priced at people with deep pockets or professionals. This is more for people like us.